I get to show you a wig today in a color that is so close to my bio hair that I can hardly stand it, and I've never seen this color before. I get to tell you all about Belle Tress Polo, that's the style, in the color Coolest Dark Brown Rooted. I am so excited to tell you about this one, you guys, so why don't you hang out with me for a little bit and let's learn about both this style and this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with 𝖺Kwell to bring you this review, and I am so very grateful to them because I didn't even know this color existed until they sent me Polo so I could see it. Now, 𝖺Kwell is an online retailer that also has some in-person wig shops. If you've been watching me for a while, you know the spiel. They have a location in Kansas City. They have one coming soon to the Dallas area. They have a few in Canada, and they just opened up their brand new online store in the UK. So now they're in Canada, the US, and online in the UK. And seriously, you guys, they are doing so much. They have a live sale. Every Tuesday, Amanda goes live and has tons and tons of deals, huge discounts, giveaways. They do open box clearance. They have a name your own price feature, and they give me the opportunity to show you guys a ton of wigs. Definitely show them some love. I do have a link in the description box and a coupon code that will save you money on a purchase. So keep them on your list for your next purchase, please. All right, let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, I will admit, I debated about whether or not I should wear this sweater because I wasn't sure if it would get in the way of me really showcasing this style, but I do think it really gives a good look at this color. And quite honestly, I think sometimes a wig like this can wash out a little bit with how lighting works and everything. So I thought if I gave you guys a good contrast, you'd really be able to get a good look at this beautiful wave pattern. So hopefully that was the right call. You can let me know though. And actually I just got this sweater. It is the coziest sweater, and I finally can wear sweaters because I'm not running hot all the time for some reason. I'll take it. So if you are in the market for a super cozy sweater, I will link it in the description box. All right, let's talk about this wig. One thing, I will just start with the one challenge that I'm having, which may actually not be a challenge for you. It is so flat up here that I'm struggling with this front. Like, how does it want to lay? I think I am so used to wigs that have volume that when I get a super flat to the top wig, it looks a little off to me. But as I think about it, and as I've studied this wig, because I want to make sure I give you all the details and explain everything as good as I can, I think that's what our bio hair does, right? Unless we have a ton of it, a lot of times it's super flat up here and we need to manipulate it with heat and with products in order to get some volume, and then sometimes it won't last. So I really think that some of you who struggled with too much poof and fullness on wigs would actually really love this one because it is so flat right here. There is, but it's not a face flopper flat. So sometimes I'll get these wigs that are so flat and they like hang in your face. And while it does it very slightly, it has so much layering up here that it really doesn't. It doesn't bother me. And a little bit of a sweep to the side is no big deal. So I think the biggest point to know about this, no Permatease, no real volume. It's got a light to moderate density, and with these layers, it really lightens it up around the face. I just want you to really take a look at that. So what I thought maybe was a negative in the beginning when I first got it, I am really seeing as a huge positive on this style. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be so appreciative of that. We do have a lace front. There's that lace front. And you guys, Belle Tress is doing phenomenal lace fronts these days. Just stunning. So good. If you don't want it to be so flat and you want some lift up here, maybe you want more of a cowlick, you are going to struggle with that. And this one, you're probably going to need to take heat to it and really work on getting a bunch of lift in the front and back here because it is so incredibly flat. I actually have a video with a Belle Tress wig showing how I do that. I'll make sure it's linked below. And I think I did a video using the so this is from the Luxe SE collection, and I think it was either the Luxe collection or the Luxe SE. If it was, I will link that particular one, but I do have multiple videos showing how to get lift in a wig. So I think you're covered if you want lift, but if you don't, you're also covered. This lace and monotop is so very unique to the Luxe XE collection. SE. I think I said XE. SE. I mean, look at all that lace, you guys. We have a silicone ear tab. All this is lace. All this is lace. There is no seam in the lace, which you often get on a mono top. And so you have got so much flexibility, and this all contributes to how flat it is all throughout here because all of that is flat. So that's going to take that flatness all across right here, which can make a huge difference if you're struggling with poofiness. We've got an extended nape, Velcro adjusters. There is a little bit of closed wefting here, but otherwise it's all hand tied. So this is what sometimes is referred to as a hand tied cap. Sometimes you see them referred to as 100% hand tied. The truth really is it's mostly hand tied because there is some closed wefting, but that closed wefting actually can be beneficial because it sort of maintains the integrity of the style about halfway down the back of the head. So unless you want to do a true French braid where you might see down to cap all the way down in the back, I think it's fine to have that closed wefting, and I don't mind it at all. So just throw her on. The fibers feel like a dream. I love Belle Tress heat-friendly synthetic fibers. It combs through beautifully. I mean, you guys, this is not really tangling at all. It has enough length that it could have tangling issues, but it doesn't. And I think it's because of the layers. I think it's just such a heavily layered piece that you're not getting all the tangling that you might get on a wig that was all one length in the back. And then it has just that gorgeous wave pattern. It's just so stunning. Overall, I mean, she's cute. She is classy. The curl and wave is stunning, and it's baked in, so you will never have to restyle this one, even after washing. The only caution I will give you is if you don't love super flat in the front, you may have a little bit of work cut out for you to get a little lift. You can do it, but just note about that. You can cut a bang into this one if you want to. It does have that wave pattern, so you're going to have to take heat to it likely to get it to lay right, but she's, I don't know, she's great. And I mean, you can just run your fingers through like I am. And one of the things I love about this hand-tied cap is when I do this, I feel no cap at all because it's hand-tied all the way back here to about midpoint in the back. I don't feel any cap. So for those of us who've been struggling with the wig journey because we just want to feel like ourselves, a cap like this, you might find yourself not wanting to stop doing that because it is something special to feel if you're used to wefted wigs. Let's talk about this color. So they're calling it Coolest Dark Brown Rooted. So the roots are what they're calling a deep espresso brown with cool ashy undertones. And then there's a little bit of that contrast with kind of beigey highlights. And it's not that super dark brown all the way. So it kind of goes from this super, and it's hard to show because these deep colors kind of mess with my white balance. But it kind of flows into a sort of a smoky brunette is what they're calling it. And you can see some of those beige highlights. So they're not really blonde, but they're also not red. There is no red in this color. It's a deep. I really think smoky dark brown is a great description because it's not chocolatey. It's not like a rich chocolate. Chocolate, when you think of chocolate, there's a red undertone to it. This does not have a red undertone at all. It's a deep deep brown. Espresso could be a really good description. And then the contrast is just enough. It's really incredible. If you love dark, dark brown, you don't want red, you don't want warmth, and you like a pop of contrast here and there, this is the perfect color for you. And I love that those highlights are more of a beige versus a blonde. They stand out a little bit, but not as much as a blonde would. They've just done a phenomenal job of bringing a brown, dark brown that isn't red. Let's get outside so you can see it outside. Don't forget about ዄ. Look down in the description box for more information and a coupon. See you soon. This coolest dark brown. I just pulled her out of the box. I haven't done anything, but I did finger comb her just a little bit. Ooh, it's chilly out here. My nose is going to start running. Those cooler highlights. You can really see that out here. Okie doke, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.